I wasn't made to wait. I was made to end things. You draw that for show or blood?
Getting restless. Now I have to so much I think about so much.
If nothing happens...
Getting restless. Oi! Keep your hands where I can see them. One wrong move, and you'll lose them. Ah, that son of a bitch. I once smacked him in the mouth after he tried to set his wolves on me. Bloody ghostly shite. You also play around with filthy magic like your friend? Good. But don't think that'll make me like you. What are you doing here? Why am I sitting here on my arse instead of doing something worthy of a warrior? That's a damn good question. One Eye told us to guard the entrance to the Bloody Temple. So, we're guarding the entrance to the Bloody Temple. If you want to enter the Bloody Temple, you're not going to. Because if you make one step towards the Bloody Temple, I will cut your bloody legs off! You want to attack a bunch of armed Dalriata warriors? You know that's madness, right? Oh, you want an understanding? With me, a warrior from the Ulfer tribe? Piss off or I'll shove my axe up your arse. Our leader, and soon the leader of all the Dalriata. He doesn't piss about trying to make deals with Camelot. He fights for what we're owed with fire and iron. He will unite all the tribes, and then we'll march on the capital. Right now, most of them have their heads stuck up their own arses. Even Ulfer, my own clan. It's sad to watch how they stay in their honor, but eventually they'll wake up. There's no other way. It'd be best if Darvhanar backed One Eye. Then most of the Dalriata would follow. The leader of the Stone Wardens. Do you know anything about the tribes? Mater, bless me, for I will sin. Yes, the Stone Wardens, masters of working with weird stone and weird steel. The toughest materials on the damn island. As you can guess, I'm one of them. Or at least, I was until I started following One Eye. You'll find Dalriata from all clans there, though most of them are Ulfrites, of course. She wants me to do what now? And here I thought she was the one Volkar who hadn't lost her damn mind. Yeah, well, I will, when she stops talking out of her arse. Fine, but I don't have the time or the materials right now. Here, take these instructions and forge the damned axe yourself. When it's done, bring it to me. I'll add the, final touches. The Stone Wardens bring together master craftsmen who are respected by everyone. Well, except for a few thewed mongrels. If they back One Eye, convincing the rest would be a lot easier. A stray from outside the tribes wants to join the elite Dalriata Brotherhood. I'll be shitting diamonds before that happens. You've got to know how to work with ancient magical materials, and the only ones who can teach you are the Dalriata Master Craftsmen. And to even get that far, you need to become a friend of the tribes, which means doing things that would make any Riata jealous. But hey, if you manage it, I'll forge you a nice brooch so you can visit Darvhanar without getting an axe lodged in your arse. Do you have any idea how weird stone and weird steel are shaped? You've got to strike the stone or metal in a way that makes them sing a special song they've remembered for centuries. Learning that takes years, and it's one of the most respected Dalriata traditions. But hey, if you want to give it a shot, go ahead. Who knows? Maybe you'll pull it off. Matter, old me, because I'm about to lose it. You want to try? Fine. Here's the guide, a piece of weird stone. Go ahead, try to sing a simple reliquary out of it.
Why is everything always such a hassle? start trouble. Getting rest.
Damn. How did you do that? Did someone teach you how to shape weird stone? Oh, or do you have $4 blood in you or something? I mean, sure, the craftsmanship is rough and there's a lot that could be improved, but damn. I've got to admit, I didn't expect you to pull it off. Didn't think it was possible without learning the Dalariata rituals. If you really want to join the Stone Wardens, I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is that even though I could recommend you, since I joined up with One Eye, my word means jack shite to the Stone Wardens. You'd need to find someone in the Forlorn Swords who can teach you more about the $4 song. Unless you head north to Quanacht and find Kor. Talk to him. Mention my name. He should help you get in with the Stone Wardens and Rage Darvanner. A friend. And probably a better blacksmith and stonemason than I am. But if you tell him I said that, I'll rip your tongue out. He didn't join up with One Eye because he's never cared about anything but his craft. But that's why he's still with the Stone Wardens and can help you get in. Not everyone in the tribes knows how, but yeah, most of the people who know the songs of the Four Dwellers are probably Dalariata. Why? Hell, we've been living in these mountains for centuries, and we've learned how to work with every of those materials, or there's some nonsense. But that's total rubbish. I bet it was the Ulfrites who first figured it out. Just kept hammering at that damn weird steel until they finally made it work. No, most of them would tell you to piss off and never talk to you again. So you'd better appreciate my damn kindness. It's odd that someone from the Volker is running the camp, since they're not exactly known for clear thinking. Most of them are lunatics who charge at the enemy with bare hands, if not bare asses. But she's got a good head on her shoulders, and she's way better than any Thud. Tension, you say? Nah, he just pisses me off. But that's true for everything, so he better not think he's special. You bet we do. Magic is cowardly crap. Any Ophrite will tell you that. Use iron like a real person. Don't wave your hands around and wail like a dying goat. And you can't trust the Theuds. They're like vipers you fed from your own bosom, and that hasn't changed in centuries. It's not even worth talking about. Damn them.
Could use some act. Getting restless.
Not too shabby. Almost ashamed to give it away. Just wait here a moment. Ah, now it's ready. A fitting gift for the keepers of the South. And stop eyeing me like that. I gave my word. I'm not about to tarnish my tribe's name with poor craftsmanship. Now, scram.
Getting restless.
is forward, and mine... Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there? Why not? There are a few retired keepers living there. They might tell you about the good old days if you ask them nicely. There are also some refugees from north of the island, since we had nowhere else to put them. I don't really know much about what's going on in that place. I just make sure they have everything they need, more or less. You can always go see for yourself. People fleeing from bandits, from the weirdness, you name it. I wasn't exaggerating when I said we were the last beacon of hope this far south. For these people, we are. Don't know how many more we can take, but that's a problem for another time. That's between her and the captain. Were it up to me, she'd be long gone. Her presence here distracts my men. That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back. You know where to find me if you come across any more. I knew we'd have to deal with this sooner or later. Time isn't exactly on our side. Mahone's condition worsens with each passing night. It's hard for me to admit, but nobody, including myself, really knows what's going on. Maybe a fresh perspective is exactly what we need. If you find any clues, follow them. I'm only interested in the details, and ideally, the solutions. Captain Hagen. Well, he was a man driven by pride and a certain disregard for caution. He sent men to explore those old tunnels beneath the keep. Somehow, he got it into his head that there was something valuable down in those tunnels. Treasures, relics, who knows what else. But the truth is, we know what was there. In the age of legends, it was just a hospital. There was some kind of outbreak or plague, and the place was sealed off. Nothing left to find, or so the records say. Yes, it weighs on me more than I'd care to admit. If I could, I'd see them laid to rest. But no captains ever bothered. It seems they thought it was a fool's errand. Maybe not worth the risk. If you're mad enough to try, then by all means, go ahead. Just don't expect any keeper to follow you. I really don't have men to spare. But maybe it's time to make it right. So, thank you, I suppose. An axe? And you're sure they haven't just declared war on their behalf? It looks solid enough. Good craftsmanship, I'll give them that. And what's this? An inscription? Do you know what it says? I'll accept it, but cautiously. It seems like a nice gesture, but I just can't bring myself to fully trust it.
Say something. This is going to hurt. Your gold belongs to us now.
Who goes there? Are you the one responsible for all that racket? People are trying to rest in peace, damn it. Oh, you'll have to forgive them. They're a little disoriented. Waking up in this way is like coming out of a thick fog you've been wandering through for days on end. Dulls the senses, clouds the mind. Terrible for coordination. My name's Huardok, and I am the keeper of this place. I look after the dead, or at least, I try to. It used to be much easier where they stayed in one place. Now I need to keep making sure they don't stray too far from the cemetery. But I'm not complaining. A little exercise is good for the body. Dead, alive, what's the difference? I am here. I always have been, and I always will be, until the day I'm released from my service. Truth be told, I'm not quite sure. Has it been a long time since the wave came and swallowed the village? That was when people stopped coming here. It's like the sea washed away the memory of this place as well. I don't remember much of what happened afterwards. I must have fallen asleep for a while. I know everything that happens here. If you're looking for some juicy gossip, Becca from the third row south still has no idea where her husband is. They were supposed to be buried together, you see, but he never showed up. The scoundrel. Everyone here thinks he got remarried and chose to rest with his second wife. Not me. I think he probably got eaten. Oh, that would be Master. He's been at his experiments again, I'm afraid. Getting the folks around here all agitated. Putting them back to sleep again is going to be such a chore. Master is Master. He commands the dead. I don't know much else. I'm here to serve, not to ask questions. Dunno. Usual. Glowing chalk, candles, and dead bodies. I even saw some new faces recently, but they didn't stay long. You want me to betray his trust that easily? We barely know each other. I wouldn't tell you even if I could. Because it's my purpose. The sole reason I was brought back. That has never changed, just as I haven't. But I'm happy where I am. The dead need company too, you know. The folks here were forsaken by the living. At least I can make sure they're not lonely. Interested in local history, are you? Good, good. The memory of those who came before us should be preserved. I can let you in. There is a small fee of 5 gold coins, for the upkeep of the cemetery, of course. It's constant work, as you can clearly see, and my petitions for additional funds seem to have fallen on deaf ears. Bless you, kind stranger. Those old bones are not what they used to be. Here, just take the key. Be careful, though. There's evil dwelling in those crypts. Oh, and I hope I don't need to remind you not to rob any graves. It's terribly rude, and I'd rather not deal with the complaints. Huh?